Hey, how's it going? Rocky Perry from RockyPerry.com again, author of Luke Vanderloft and the McFarvin Pirates, available now at my website. I wanted to do a part 2 to my Lulu.com review and advice for self-publishers, which you can find a lot of at Rocco2080 on YouTube. I want to real quickly cover some of the stuff from the first video I did. You definitely need to, when using Lulu, which is 100% legit, make sure that editing is your focus, that you do all the stuff on the front end, and on the back end all Lulu is handling is the printing, okay, much like CreateSpace on Amazon.com. The big difference being Lulu.com does provide you with a copyright, so you are copyrighted and they are your publisher. Unlike CreateSpace, that is not a publisher and they do not copyright your work. Okay, that's in the works, but it's been in the works since last May, and who knows when they will finalize that. So if you're going to use Lulu, which I recommend, like I said in the other video, a couple of things to keep in mind. Your first order. Okay, after you go through the process of revision, and you don't hit submit on that until you get all the books, review them, and you get a final product that you're happy with. Let me tell you, even famed books that are in their 10th edition have a typo or two in them. And your book as a self-publisher, even if you've given it to 20 different people, will have mistakes. So my advice to you is, when you order those books to give out or to sell from your website, make sure you keep that number low, because you will always want to come back and revise, and it's so easy on Lulu. Literally, at the snap of a finger, you can upload a new manuscript with 2 or 3 typos fixed, and every book ordered from there on out is fixed. So I caution against ordering books from Lulu in a large number, any larger than you know you're going to need at that time. The second piece of advice I can give you that hopefully will help you out is Lulu.com, their royalty payoff. If you don't have a PayPal account, set up a PayPal account. That's your best bet. There are some rules and stipulations to the certain levels of money you have to make in order for them to send you a paper check. I'm not sure, because I can't remember if it's $100 in a month or if it's $50. But if you're starting out and you know that most of your sales aren't going to be on Lulu themselves, or you're making the purchases so there's no royalties or revenue from that, you need to consider selecting the PayPal option, and you need to go on the site, go to your revenue page under My Lulu, and select the PayPal option, so that they will just transfer you money, and it's a much lower amount, and it's a payoff, and they'll get that money to you much quicker. I will also confirm they will put your book on Amazon. It does take between 6 and 12 weeks, and really it leans closer towards 10, 11, or 12 weeks, but it will get on there. The big cautioner there is revisions. If you want to revise your book and it's been listed on Amazon, it's much more difficult. There's no way of knowing whether or not revisions you've made on Lulu will ever make it to Amazon. The only way you can assure this of happening is if you create a whole new project when you're done. Call it the final edition. For instance, I could create a new project called Luke Vanderloft and the McFarvin Pirates Book 1, and it's the exact same thing, that's second edition with all the fixes, and I place that on Lulu and I retire the other book. That new book will eventually make it on to Amazon in 10 to 12 weeks. And for some people this is too much of a bother, or maybe a reason not to use Lulu. And it may be. I mean, if this is important to you, if you want expediency in getting on Amazon, if you're in a rush, or the idea of you want to be able to make instant revisions, you know, that's tough too. That's just not something that you're going to get out of Lulu.com. You're just going to have to be patient, create new projects when you eventually want something on Amazon. But the truth is, the printing cost on Amazon is high enough that you want to funnel people towards Lulu as well. I mean, you want to send people from your Facebook page, from your blogs, from your website to Lulu to make your purchases. Your revenue, your royalties are much higher than what they are on Amazon. The reach just isn't as broad. But remember, advertising doesn't create itself. You're not going to make sales based upon just having a book out there. You're going to have to make those contacts, whether they're online or in the real world, which I advise doing in the real world, yourself. And literally, it's like politics, kissing babies, shaking hands. One at a time, you're going to have to get people to read your book. And if the quality's there and the story's good, you'll have success. People will pass it along. And if it's not, you need to write a new book and start all over with the process. Hope this helps. Again, visit my website, rockyperry.com. Check out my new book. Come back here. I've got some podcast on copywriting, self-publishing, Amazon.com, and a few other things you might want to check out at Rocco 2080. Be sure and subscribe. Have a good day.